What's going on, people? Welcome back. OnlyFacts Sports, episode 27. I already checked. Do you know what I'm saying?
I always never know.
Yeah, I normally check when we're on, but I've already checked, so I know it's episode 27. We're on the road to 5K. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're moving and grooving, do you know what I'm saying? We're halfway there. So, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. Follow us on all social media platforms.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it's down to Shane to see if the TikTok pops off or if the...
TikTok?
Yeah. It's whether or not... I post them, but it's whether or not you make the shorts.
Oh, yeah.
So it's up to you, innit?
Yeah.
Where to start? We'll start off with a bit of a flat week of boxing. Let's be real. The weekend that we just had.
Oh, yeah.
But it's warming up. And even then, we're saying it's warming up. We're supposed to have Joseph Parker and Wardley and Fundura versus Furman. Fundura versus Furman is now off.
Yeah.
And that whole card is off. And there were a couple of notable names that were going to be on the card.
I know Fulton and Foster, they're fighting now on the Lara and Janabek card.
Yeah.
So that fight's just been moved.
Yeah.
But in short, yeah.
Yeah. Where to start? Reece Bellotti, outpointed by Josh Padley. Controversial. Lots of people felt that.
I didn't watch that fight. I didn't watch
you were sunning it up. Do you know what I'm saying?
I was at the airport that day still.
You were sunning it up in Jamaica, so you might not have...
I didn't watch that fight.
Yeah. So did you hear anything about it or anything?
No.
There's talk of like the judges and people weren't happy with the scorecards, basically. I'll be honest, I was talking to the stream. It was the first fight that I went live for and I was getting prepared for the main event and chatting to the stream. So I wasn't watching in detail, but it looked like Reece was getting the better of a lot of the exchanges. But it was a competitive fight. So it's one of them, what does the ref prefer? But it was very, very... What do the judges prefer, sorry? But it was very, very English. And I find two Englishmen fighting at that level, British level, is going to be always difficult to score.
Yeah, I understand that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's not really one person clean cut out boxing the other person. So... But it did seem like Josh Padley's the guy they're trying to build. Reece Bellotti coming more towards the latter stages of his career. And it just seems a bit convenient when the fighter that they're trying to build gets a controversial decision. But
I didn't get to watch the fight, so it's difficult to say or have an opinion one way or the other. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, I'll be lying if I said I was to go back and watch it. It's a bit of promoter politics, isn't it? Padley's someone who's got a more sellable name off the back of the Shakur Stevenson fight, and people like that journey. It's funny that they were on the same card as Dave Allen though, because Dave Allen's seen as the everyday man, the man you see down the pub.
Yeah.
Just a normal guy. And Padley, what is that? He's the normal guy. So I guess it makes sense.
He's moved down in weight.
Who?
Padley.
Why?
He said that he could now make a lower weight because for the first time he's fighting full time as a professional. So now he can hire...
So that fight's at 30?
Yeah. So he could now hire nutritionists and different things like that and make it to a lower weight class where he couldn't before. He said that, his diet and his time for training would be very restricted, working on a building site and then going and training. But congratulations to Padley. I thought Bellotti had it, but I wasn't watching with enough detail to really argue one way or the other. Then where do we go from here? Do we discuss Alan Makhmudov or do we discuss Dave Allen?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the fight?
Not live.
Did you see any of the fight?
Not live. I watched the fight after, but I didn't see the fight live.
But when you say you watched the fight after in full?
No, I don't. I just watched the extended highlights of the fight.
Dave Allen has absolutely... He's going up there for me now with the royal family and Nigel Farage in terms of conning the public, bruv. Conned, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the story and the build-up going in was that he's working with this new team. He's taking his training seriously. He's going to come in shape. He didn't come in shape. He's going to come in. He's picked someone that really frightens him. He didn't pick someone that frightened him. It was also seen as
his come out party.
Yeah, you're fighting at home And it was seen as, if you get the win, you could potentially move on to Wilder. You could potentially move on to AJ. Not world titles, but big names. Past it, but big names.
And obviously, Eddie Hearn put a lot of promotion behind it. It seems like everybody was talking about it.
He did fuck all. He did nothing.
You know,
he actually didn't do anything.
I have a theory behind this,
and I honestly think that it was such poor form. And I thought that if he wins, he goes on to these big names. If he loses, he just leaves it, right? Like, he was already kind of semi-retired before the Johnny Fisher fight, and they're selling this, we've seen this before with Derek Chisora when he's motivated, if you can get him motivated. We saw it with Don Charles. And when he did take himself seriously, Chisora, he put in really good performances. He lost to to Dillian White, but he put in a really good performance and made it a great fight. This was not a great fight. No one's going to go back and watch this fight. And Dave Allen, and then at the end of it, where I say he's conned the public and where I say it's fraudulent, is he stood in the ring and said, I'm not done.
Yeah.
And I'll be back. And I said, when I heard him say that, I said, that this is moved from Dave, he's a good lad, we all like him as a character, he's a down-to-earth person, to, no, that's an act. Like,
I'm just here for...
You're here for a payday, and you're going to rob these fans, these hard-working Sheffield people, you're going to rob them of more 50, 60-pound tickets. Because to do that, to come in not in shape, to barely try, Makhmudov just fought off the back foot, had him against the ropes multiple times. I thought Makhmudov could... Ransom was in my chat saying that Dave's doing this perfectly and he's downloading data. I said, Dave Allen, downloading data? Are you sure? He's downloading a virus. Do you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Dave...
I don't understand.
Dave Allen.
That sounds like an oxymoron statement still.
Dave Allen.
Downloading data.
This isn't Fabio Wardley. This isn't, do you know what I'm saying? Like, this idea, and like I say, if
Dave... they say Lomachenko used to take rounds off just to figure a fighter out.
Bro, this is Dave Allen. Do you know what I'm saying? And I really do feel that it's disrespectful to his local fans.
But I feel like some people like Dave Allen, they have to just always be the B-side, bro. I feel like that literally has to be their permanent place. Yeah. Like, people like that should not be given any investment as an A-side fighter. Yeah, from a mental perspective, bro. Because I feel like he was just built up and he wasn't built for that. Do you know what I'm saying? Mentally, there's a level. Those guys do well when there's no expectation. Yeah. You just go in there, have a go.
They can just upset the apple cart.
Yeah, just have a go in it. Roll the dice. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't even roll the dice though.
But that's because
that's the thing.
That's because he doesn't know what to do with that position. Yeah. With being the A-side, with being the name, with being the person having to sell tickets.
People are going to attack Makhmudov and say, look, he came there to survive, he boxed off the back foot, etc., etc. But like I say, my thought process was, if Dave can't beat Makhmudov, who, fine, he lost to Caballero, but he also lost to Vianello, and all the build-up, Simon Jordan, everyone kept saying, look, he lost to Caballero, but Caballero's a top guy. No one mentioned the fact that he got stopped by Vianello, and Vianello is not a top guy. We also saw Vianello fight that night and stop another fighter as well. But like, when he lost, I was waiting. He got the mic, and I was waiting for him to say, "You supported me, thank you. It's done. Thank you for a great night." Kind of, blah, blah. And then he said, "Like, I'm not done, bro. Where are you? Who are you? Where are you going? Where are you going?"
I don't know.
What I'm saying. Then he'll fight for a British title maybe against the winner of Fraser Clark versus Jamie TKV. And it will just be shit. It will just be shit. And this is a man that Eddie Hearn was going to, if he could land a couple more punches, was going to put in there with AJ.
Probably.
Shameless.
Probably. I'm not surprised by that though. I'm not because there was a lot of investment into Johnny Fisher. I guess it's just a baton pass because they could both tap into a similar audience, the working class man, the working class British man. Do you know what I'm saying? That was an audience that he was trying to tap into.
And the working class British man's a fucking loser because they love to back losers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they're making it seem like the average working class British man would go to a horse track and put all his life savings on the horse with 3 legs. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I mean? Because like you're just backing losers on a consistent basis. I feel like what baton is it? You're passing the baton? If Johnny Fisher passed the loser baton to Dave Allen, what baton?
No, but obviously people are gonna buy into someone, innit? They're gonna pay to watch someone.
You've got Fabio Wardley to pay to watch.
No, but for that, bro, that's not who they want to see.
Why not?
Because there's a cultural and racial difference. Like Fabio Wardley doesn't represent them. That's why they used to love Ricky Hatton. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Ricky Hatton was a world-class fighter, but they used to love Ricky Hatton because he'd be down the pub, have a goal, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love that. Do you know, like, one thing Eddie Hearn's good at is tapping into certain markets.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And they tapped into that market with Dave Allen. The thing is, the issue with Dave Allen is he can't fight. He can't fight for, like, he's not a top level fighter. So those,
not even a medium level.
So the matchmaking has to be quite smart. I didn't think the Makhmudov fight was good matchmaking, not because I thought Makhmudov was that good, but I didn't think there was enough of a reward. Makhmudov's name isn't big enough. Do you know what I'm saying? I felt like they could have probably got a name that was more.
I felt quite bad for him as well, because all they kept saying is, you know, basically talking about how big and ugly this motherfucker is. But I was like, that's quite savage. Like, the whole build-up was like, he just looks big and scary. I was like, I bet he's actually such a nice person.
Maybe.
And he's just sitting at home listening to the radio like, bro, what did I do? He's just sitting there like with his mum saying, don't worry, I think you're pretty. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think you're handsome.
I think there's other guys he could have fought, bro. I think so. I think there's other people you could have fought.
There's other British guys he could have fought. They already told him before to go for a British title and he chose not to. Yeah. But I think he knows that he probably doesn't even win the British title if he goes for it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I just think the Makhmudov fight, I don't see. What they should have done is, they should have tried and see if they could get like, I don't even know, some black fighter that he could just beat up so the reform voters can get a bit of entertainment.
I hear you. I get that. But like, at the same time, if you are a normal working class white Englishman, you're just pissing your money away with these type of fighters because he's not going to win. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, he didn't even look like he wanted to win. It's not,
a lot of these men,
Ricky Hatton, fine, you gave it a good go. He'll go out on his shield. They didn't even go out on his shield. He just didn't do anything. It was closer to an Audley Harrison performance than it was to a Tony Bellew performance. This guy didn't go out and leave it all in the ring and give it everything. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm saying, like, that don't even make sense. Like, even the average British reform photo.
There was a narrative behind him going into the fight.
That's before the fight. After the fight, you saw what he did. So if you guys are going to go and fill up another 15, 20,000 stadium to watch this guy fight again, then this is more for you now.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was waiting for him to. I was waiting for him to say, "I'm done. Thanks, guys. It's been great. Thank you so much." When he said, "I'm not done, I'm back," and they were like, "Hey," I was like, "Nah, bro. This is crazy."
I heard the post match.
Yeah, when I saw the post match interview, I said, "This is crazy. Are you serious? After that performance, you're going to stand there and say that?"
He's like, "I'm sorry, I let you guys down," but you did. You genuinely did.
He let himself down.
Yeah, but this is, boy, I don't know what to say. I don't really have much ambition for Dave Allen. Dave Allen's Dave Allen, innit?
Yeah, we're in the era, in 100 years, we'll look back of this era being the non-ambitious era. Do you know what I'm saying? Honestly, there's so many men, it's just like, Usyk's the greatest, don't get me wrong, but it's like, Usyk, you got it. No problem. Have it. Bivol, Beterbiev, you guys have got it. Don't worry about it. We're good. Everyone, we're just gonna wait for you to be gone.
I wasn't alive in the 80s and 90s and 70s. I was born in 98, so I don't know. Was there guys in the 70s and 80s and 90s that weren't world level, that was headlining cards and selling out arenas in Sheffield?
They probably didn't even have arenas in Sheffield in the 70s.
But my point is, like, the fact that we're living in a world where a bum like Dave Allen can get 10,000 people to pay and give up their hard-earned money and watch him, knowing that he will never be a world champion, knowing that he will never fight at the elite level, people still willing to pay. I do get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are happy to support a loser.
That's what I'm saying. It's a proper loser mentality. And then there was like all this, I sent something to Rants and to Ricky. I don't know if I sent it to you as well, but it was like just all the comments on the video of, like, I think it was like a TalkSport post. You know, and everyone's saying, like, you know, the typical stuff they say, you know, fair play, Dave, you gave it a good go. And I'm like, you did, but you didn't though. You didn't though. Like, the difference in standards. I know we always talk about Devin Haney on this podcast. It's become a bit of a meme, but like, Devin Haney lost to Ryan Garcia after being dropped multiple times, but he's still getting up and fighting. You've seen so many great fights. Tyson Fury getting up and fighting. Go out on your shield. Like, Tony Bellew's another go out on your shield kind of guy. Ricky Hatton, like I said, was a go out on your shield kind of guy. Even Ben and Eubank, you know, giving it their all in the ring. They left everything in there. This guy didn't. I would be surprised if Dave Allen was sweating if he was sweating, it's because of the lights. Do you know what I'm saying? And not because of the fight. He did nothing. He actually did nothing at all for the whole fight.
Yeah, the Audley Harrison performance.
It's an Audley Harrison-esque performance. The only difference is Audley Harrison walks backwards. At least Dave Allen was walking forwards. But other than that, do you know what I mean? Like, I've seen Audley Harrison get knocked out by a ghost. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? So that's just what it is. And then on the other side of the pond, you had, I don't know what the opposite of daring to be great is, but, there was a man that would dare to be schmedium. Do you know what I'm saying?
Who?
In Jaron Ennis.
What do you mean?
He's meant to be, in the American world, he's seen as one of the top up-and-coming boxers. He's had 34 professional fights, Jaron Ennis.
Yeah, 30. Is it 34? I thought 35.
34 professional
34.
fights.
I thought it was 35.
Do you know how many professional fights AJ's had?
I think roughly around the same.
He's had about 36 professional fights.
Yeah.
And in that time, he's fought around the world. He's fought two-time world champion, unified world champion. Like, Jaron Ennis
Boots was a unified world champion at 47. He beat Stanionis.
That's true. And then he's moved up to fight someone who's not even ranked in the top 10.
That's
beyond a tune-up fight. This isn't even a tune-up fight. And again, he didn't even crack a sweat. It was like 35 seconds.
You brought up a good point. Now, I'm a Jaron Ennis fan, but you did bring up a good point.
So am I.
You did bring up a good point. In terms of talent, he's as talented as you can find. He's a talented fighter. He's well skilled. But the point you brought up, which I do feel like is good, is because going in, you beat Stanionis, which we were live for, and it was a terrific performance.
Yeah.
Stanionis at the time was seen as the best champion at 147 that you could fight that was available at that time. You moved up to 54 with all the momentum behind you. And remember the whole talk about you beat up Canelo in sparring and all of that. There was momentum behind you.
You wanted Crawford.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Your name, when Canelo beat Crawford, the first name people said was Boots.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So you had momentum behind you. You said that you're not going to fight Virgil. You need a tune-up for 154. The part that I don't understand is, what happened in that fight that made you ready for Virgil now?
That's what I said.
You might as well. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You might as well have just fought Virgil straight away, because 1 minute 54 seconds doesn't prepare you for Virgil. If you wasn't ready before, you ain't gonna be ready now.
You might be less ready now because you're going in with another
At least
level
you
of
came
confidence.
off the fight of Stanionis.
You've never felt somebody at 154 hit you because Lima never even landed a punch.
Literally.
You've not been in a clinch. You've not been in a wrestling match. You've not dealt with any of these types of things. And we know Virgil's good down the stretch, especially. Like,
Facts. It never made, like, when the fight was announced, it never made sense because I felt like he was we said this last week. If you watch
it still feels that he's being built in. Boots is still, like I said to you before we started shooting, he's known in the world of boxing. He's not known outside of boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? Virgil has fought on ring cards and fought in Saudi and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Shakur has fought in Saudi. They fought outside of America. They fought in front of crossover audiences, like on big cards. Boots would rather headline a small card than fight on the undercard of a big card. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not known outside of that world.
He will eventually. Because
but why eventually?
His next fight is going to be Virgil. So
he was a unified champion at 147.
This is what I'm saying. The only fight that doesn't make sense for me, and I said this when the fight was announced, was this fight. It just didn't make sense because you're in a lose-lose.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like there was any gain. And even more now, I feel even less there was a gain because I'm like, you fought for 1 minute and 54 seconds. And all people are saying was who was the guy you fought. Yeah. I genuinely felt like you might as well have just gone straight into the Virgil fight. I don't really see the point. Like, the ceiling is still high for Boots, but I just felt like that fight just didn't do you any justice. It didn't do anything for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at who the last unified champions were. Obviously, the last one was
in what?
At 147. The
Crawford
last unified
and Spence
was Crawford and Spence, and then who was before them?
Furman.
Cool. So their guy, Keith Thurman's like a known.
Yeah.
At the time, do you know what I mean? Like, not just, he's not a mega star like a Canelo or an AJ where he could walk down the streets in the Philippines and everyone knows who he is. But like, Keith Thurman is borderline a household name. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Spence and Crawford were borderline a household name as well. Uh-huh. Compared to that, Boots is a level or two levels below in terms of popularity.
I feel like it's down to opposition. I think it's down to opposition.
Part of that is geography.
No, I think that's just down to opposition, bro.
It's both, because not only did Crawford and Spence both fought Kell Brook. Yeah. They both fought Kell Brook here.
I mean, well, Crawford fought Kell Brook there, but he fought Ricky Burns here.
He fought Ricky Burns here. Did he fight Khan here?
You know, he fought both Amir Khan and Kell Brook there, but by that time he had already been to the UK.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I get your point.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not, like, Boots has not done this. He's not fought on the road. So when you go to fight a Virgil, not only would this be your first proper fight at 154, but this may be your first fight on the road, because Virgil's not going to come fight you in Philly.
It's going to be in Vegas.
There you go.
So it is, I get your point, 100%. I feel like it's just down to opposition. Because obviously when you speak about, Furman fought Porter and Danny Garcia, he's fought fighters where you can say, well, we know those names. He fought Pacquiao. Do you know what I'm saying? Spence's fought, guys who we know as well. Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, Kell Brook. You could go down the list. Crawford the same. Boots, you got a belt because Crawford moved up. Do you know what I'm saying? You fought Stanionis. This is my biggest problem. It's about managing momentum, which I don't think is the same thing when Eddie signed Opataya. Opataya beat Bradis, signed to Eddie Hearn. The momentum's gone. Since he signed to Eddie Hearn, who you fought, bro? Who have you fought? There's no momentum. The momentum's flat. It's the same thing with Boots. You beat Stanionis, you then sign an extension. Why are we fighting Lima, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you had the momentum. You went to Canelo camp. Do you know what I'm saying? They say all this talk about you beat Canelo in sparring. This is all marketing that you can use to boost your name. I genuinely don't see how we got here. Yeah. Because let's keep it real, bro. 54 is a very, very deep division. You got Barkram, you got Fondora, you got Zayas, you got flipping Virgil, Madrimov, you got...
Even Furman is still there.
Furman's there, Fondora. These are names, like, when you go into 154... You're talking about you putting on 154 on notice. I genuinely feel like that performance doesn't. No. The benefit you have is, this is the benefit. There's too many fighters in the division that do not have a belt. There's so many fighters that don't have a belt. You know what I mean? Even like people like Tim Tszyu, they don't have a belt. So you could easily find a name where you just get...
That's why I thought a Furman is wrapped up with Fondora, but a Furman or a Tim Tszyu that are very, very easily winnable fights for someone like Jaron Ennis. If he is, it starts to make real boxing fans doubt that you have the ability that you say that you have.
I thought a good name would have been Josh Kelly. I thought the Josh Kelly fight...
That was the fight that was... When he signed to Eddie Hearn, that seemed like the logical... He's not with Eddie Hearn anymore, Josh Kelly, but it's like... Easy. There's a relationship.
The reason why I thought Josh Kelly would have been so easy was... Josh Kelly was signed to Boxer. Boxer don't have any dates, bro. Yeah. You just have to put a certain amount of money. He has no date. Yeah, I don't even know.
You don't even a certain amount of money. He's going to fight for minimal money because he's got no dates. He has to
take a fight.
If Josh Kelly normally fights for 200 grand, if you offered him 120 grand, he might have to take it because it's that or zero.
Because Boxer don't have any dates to give you. So you either take this fight or you don't take anything. Yeah. And what? You're telling me he's not going to do that to go fight in Philly for a big opportunity. Of course, Josh Kelly's going to do it.
But again, Jaron Ennis should travel. If he's going to fight someone like...
This is what makes it so funny. If he's
going to fight someone like Josh Kelly's got a decent-sized audience behind him and it's a winnable fight, you go knock him out in his backyard.
This is what's so funny, because I felt like after the fight, they were talking about, he wants to make Boots a global star. I felt like this was the perfect opportunity. If he came to the UK and knocked Josh Kelly out in the first 4 rounds, people will say, well, he went abroad. So the purpose was, like, at least there's a reason behind that. Yeah. Virgil's tied up. I'm going to get Virgil, but you can see the direction. This is what I'm saying. I give Eddie Hearn's a good...
We know at least who Josh Kelly is. We don't even know who Lima is.
Exactly.
Lima wasn't even ranked in the top 10.
100%.
You could pick the easiest guy in the top 10, and if they're in America, go fight them in Vegas or go fight them somewhere. If they're in the UK or something like that, even better. Do you know what I'm saying? If they are somebody that comes with a decent sized audience, maybe you fight in Saudi, but you need some experience of fighting on the road in order to go and achieve that top level. What you don't want to do, AJ fought on the road, don't get me wrong, in the UK. But look how bad it went from when his first big showdown was at was in New York.
Yeah, facts.
You don't want to travel. You don't want to have multiple things you're thinking about. Right now, there's certain fighters that have fought in Saudi 2-3 times, and when they go Saudi to fight, they're just in tune with what it means to go fight there.
It's funny because, like, I look at Boots and I'm like, if you're in terms of branding, Bowsy, who's just signed to Bowsy and just went and said they're gonna make Bowsy their trainer. Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall now says Bowles's my trainer. He trains in Philly. I'm thinking, cool. There's already an immediate bridge in terms of you got a British promoter, you got the zone, you already got the global platform in the zone. Go and fight. I thought there's a massive dropping of the ball. I thought they dropped the ball not fighting Josh Kelly. I thought they dropped the ball, bro.
Yeah.
And they're gonna all of the criticism that
that's come from Eddie.
Yeah, of course.
We know Josh Kelly didn't. Josh Kelly was on TalkSport complaining that he thought he was getting a fight.
Yeah.
He wanted the fight, so we know it's Josh Kelly didn't reject it. He wanted that fight. Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
And it's at a certain point you've got to start thinking: do you doubt your own ability?
I don't think we're at that stage yet. Because if he's fighting Virgil next, I just don't feel this prepares. According to them, it's signed. According to both parties, it's signed. All that needs to happen is Virgil.
When you're with Ring and DAZN and you say a fight is signed, yeah,
it's a bit, it's mad because Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney too was supposed to be signed.
Yeah. So, okay, fair enough. He didn't lose to Lima, but Lima is so bad, he was never going to lose to him. You know, unless they think that their tactic is just to go viral with a great knockout. And the fight was over so fast. They weren't bad. It was a great performance, but it weren't no viral knockout that's going to go around the world.
Facts,
do you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It weren't, Boots and them kind of guys at 154. Boots could stop people, don't get me wrong, 30 stoppages and 34 fights or something like that. Like, he can stop people, but he ain't no Mike Tyson. He ain't no, like...
Yeah, I heard what you mean.
Do you know what I'm saying? He ain't getting no viral sensation knockouts that's traveling around the world. Like
Norman got...
Yeah, like Brian Norman. Brian Norman Jr. got one.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
His knockout got him a ring card fight, you know what I'm saying?
100%. But Boots ain't really like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So...
I genuinely felt like it was one of those. There was no win with that Lima fight. There was no win. I felt like there was no win. Once you announced that as your opponent, you were never winning. Like socially, you weren't winning.
At least he can motivate himself to fucking get up and do the fight and come in shape. Not like Dave Allen. I mean, he just fucking just left it. He didn't look. Dave didn't look like he believed at all.
No,
He thought
it was dead.
Dave just too English. I'm big and I'm strong, and I'm gonna throw my big right hand. And if you fall over, I win. And if you don't fall over, then I don't really have anything else.
Literally,
and that's that. Do you know what I mean? And they wanted him to fight AJ next. Do you know what I'm saying? So
it looks like AJ's fight Makhmudov.
It's an awful fight.
You think so?
It's just not a sellable fight.
It's not a sellable fight. Let me tell you why it's not a sellable fight. Because the Makhmudov Dave Allen fight wasn't a war. You see, if the fight was a war,
it wasn't
and Makhmudov won, but he got off the canvas, Dave Allen got off the canvas, people can sell the narrative.
The narrative that you had before the Dave Allen fight of Makhmudov being this big, scary, heavy hitter is gone. Dave is even saying Makhmudov's the hardest hitter I've ever faced. You're lying. I wasn't in the ring, but I know you fought David Price, who's one of the hardest punchers I've ever seen in my life.
Didn't David Price stop him?
Yeah.
And he fought Luis Ortiz, who also stopped him. He fought Dylan White.
Yeah.
And it's not this Dylan White, prime Dylan White.
And he said Makhmudov's the hardest hitter I've ever... But he's saying that partly because Eddie's coaching him so that Makhmudov can stay relevant for AJ, but also partly so that he can stay relevant himself in terms of getting himself another fight. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's all politics. But Makhmudov versus AJ, we'll cover it because we're shameless, but it's a terrible fight. It's a terrible fight. AJ will win, but it's a terrible fight. It's going to be such an ugly, boring fight. Win? To what end? The same as Jaron Ennis versus Lima. To what end? AJ will win because AJ fights going forwards. Makhmudov boxes going backwards. He literally walked himself backwards into the ropes every single time. So that's all he did. Let's say AJ goes and jab. AJ double jab straight right. Hurts Makhmudov, maybe stops him in the mid to late rounds, 7 or 8, yeah? Fine, maybe AJ gets his nose bust in the process because Makhmudov's good counterpuncher, whatever, yeah? Fine, but Makhmudov's got slow feet and slow hands. AJ will win. Then what? AJ's building himself up. You ever used to watch Tom and Jerry? When Jerry when Tom the cat would go on the stairs to heaven. Do you remember that? And then you just drop off the end, bro. That's AJ, bro. He's just gonna go on them stairs. That doesn't prepare. What I'm saying to you is you're building yourself up for a future loss. Because that's not helping you beat Fury.
But this is the thing. I feel like there's nothing that's gonna help him beat Fury. It's like whether you beat Fury or not. AJ's days of learning or building confidence is done. What it's about is, can he turn... Because one fight from Ngannou, he was selling out Wembley after that. You know what I'm saying? Just
because of his brand. AJ could sell out... No. AJ can sell out Wembley against Makhmudov.
Nah, I don't think he can sell out Wembley right now.
He can sell out the O2. He can sell out the O2.
You can sell out the O2.
He can sell out the O2.
You can sell out the O2.
AJ, but I'm talking about the fight. I'm not talking about sales. AJ's money don't pay my bills.
No, but
I don't care about his money.
I feel like that's what AJ's fighting for. That's what he will be fighting for.
If he fights Fury, it sells out regardless.
But I feel like fighting off the back of a loss is much better than is much worse than fighting off the back of a win.
Financially or mentally?
Both.
I think one of AJ's biggest problems is overconfidence and chasing a knockout when he hurts someone. Fighting Fury off the back of a loss might be better for him from a psychological perspective. Do not allow this man to go in, knock over Makhmudov, and get in his head that he can walk in and knock over somebody else.
Potentially, because that's what happened with the...
Because that's what keeps happening. That's why I keep saying you're building yourself up for no reason. You're building yourself up for no reason, bro. It's like beating when you're drunk, bro. It's just bare beating and no bussing. Like, it's just for what? What are you building yourself up for? What's the point?
I don't know, bro. I genuinely...
And I do think from a boxing perspective, I'm not saying AJ is going to get better, but from a boxing perspective, there are better technicians that might be a better preparation.
Nah, I feel like those days are done for AJ, bro. I think AJ, what he has is what he has. And I feel like it's about... You are right, though, because I do feel like if he goes in there off the back of a loss, he might be more
He can box and be a little bit more cautious and be a little bit more motivated.
If he goes there off the back of a win, he might feel like it's the same mechanics, just big punch, knockout. But he's going to fight someone before he fights Fury. He's going to fight someone before he fights Fury. I thought they would have said Dave Allen, because Dave Allen had a good... If Dave Allen won, it would have improved his profile. But who else is it going to be? Who else can AJ fight that's going to help build up the Fury fight?
I don't know. But I don't feel like the Fury fight needs...
Apparently AJ messaged Makhmudov on Instagram.
Apparently so, yeah.
So this is that fight like pretty much set in stone, bro.
It's going to be a shit fight.
Eddie Hearn said he's got options on Makhmudov's next fight. What other heavyweight is there for him to have options for?
If AJ fights Makhmudov, as I know you're not saying it's preparation necessarily, but as a profile rebuilder before he fights Fury, he loses to Fury.
But if Fury's about to fight someone in lead up to AJ, Fury's not going to go straight into the AJ fight. Fury ain't fought in over a year and a half.
I understand. Then AJ is losing.
I don't know, bro. I think Fury might be done as well, bro.
They're both done.
Fury, let's keep it real. He had 3 tough fights with Wilder. Mm-hmm. He had 2 tough fights with Usyk and 1 tough fight with Ngannou. What version of Fury are we looking at that's going to be AJ, bro?
The counter argument to that is his only 2 genuine losses are to the greatest of greats in Usyk.
Yeah.
He never lost to Wilder, and he immediately came back in the second fight and battered Wilder. And Ngannou, I personally had him losing, but ultimately we know that he wasn't taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? He comes in and gets it. We will get the best, not the best Fury of his career, but the best Fury that Fury can muster against AJ.
Yeah.
If he comes back and fights Joe Joyce, it will look sloppy and ugly. And he'll fight at a 4. He'll put in a 4 out of 10 performance against Joe Joyce. AJ will put in an 8 out of 10 performance against Makhmudov, and those numbers will flip when they fight each other.
Of course.
So that's why it doesn't. It doesn't work. That's why it doesn't work.
But it might help sell the fight, bro.
We don't need to sell the fight. The fight's gonna sell. You think Fury versus AJ needs selling in this shit era of heavyweights? The only heavyweight fight we've got in the country this year is Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley.
Yeah.
It's going to sell. They're not up against no great competition. It's not like we've got Prime Wilder fighting Anderson over in America. We've got to compete with that. There's no other heavyweight fights.
Yeah,
There's no heavyweight fights. Everybody wants to watch heavyweights. There's no heavyweight fights. Take a picture of Devin Haney, walk down the street and ask random people in the street who that is. They ain't going to fucking know. They'll know who Tyson Fury is.
Yeah, of course.
Know who AJ is. Do you know what I mean? That fight will sell. That fight could sell out right now. If they announced it right now, both coming off a loss, that fight sells out. There doesn't need to be a builder. They're the 2 biggest names in British boxing.
They're doing a build up for it.
I understand, and that I think is wrong. I think that's wrong for. But I think it's more compelling than both coming off losses.
You think so?
I think that's a really compelling. I've seen AJ knock people out for 15 years. I don't need to see him knock out Makhmudov to remind myself what he can do. How does that help me? Do you know what I'm saying? I think them both coming off losses and going straight into that fight I think that'd be amazing. I get the way boxing politics works, and I get that some people sitting at home are fucking stupid, so they need to see someone win recently. But if he goes and knocks out Makhmudov, does that change the fact he was spinning on his head against Dubois? No.
I don't know.
I don't change anything.
I don't. To be fair, I don't know where Fury. I'm a bit more confident, But AJ, I genuinely don't know where he is mentally.
Yeah.
Fury, I know where Fury is. Like, Fury is Fury. Like, that. People say he's bipolar. He's actually one of the most predictable people.
100%.
He's one of the most predictable people.
And he will roll back the years against AJ.
Like, I think AJ is more bipolar than Fury.
For sure. For sure. But AJ's light skin. We know that skin man got mental health problems.
Like, literally, I think AJ is a bit more lost about who he is. He's going through more of an identity crisis 100%. Than Fury. Fury's
going to tattoo a British flag right next to that Africa tattoo.
The African tattoo, literally, like Fury might sing Black Lives Matter speeches one day and then be standing next to flipping
One thing we know about Fury, we could see Fury look 320 pounds and be 40% body fat. We know that he's going to come in shape against AJ. Course. We know that for a fact.
The morning runs.
We know that for a fact. We know that for a fact. Yeah, fact. I mean, it's just he's got real pride. Do you know what I'm saying? Fury has like a real, genuine fighting pride. He will take it personally badly. I think that like if he lost to AJ, there'd be genuine worries about his mental health amongst his own family.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Because he would take it that he takes boxing that seriously. For as much as I shit on him and for as much as he plays the crowd and for as much as English white man just want to support another English white man and that leads to them supporting
I think the sooner the better they make that fight, you know.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I think it's the sooner the better. The way they're disintegrating. And the way they're disintegrating, plus I don't actually trust for AJ, because AJ actually might lose.
He might lose to anybody.
So could Fury, in fact. Because I think the worse of the opponent, the more likely Fury is less motivated.
But at least we know that Fury can put in a shit performance against lower level opposition and has a track record of reeling that back. That won't hurt him so much.
But I'm saying the fact that he actually might lose.
I hear you.
He might actually have more chance losing to a bum than losing to AJ.
I agree. I hear you. But with AJ, Fury might lose on points to Joe Joyce. AJ might get knocked out cold against Makhmudov. So there's two different things.
But I also feel like the social aspects of where we are in the UK right now, make that fight now, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say. Do you think that fight don't sell out?
Bro, just get bare black people versus Reform, bro. That would be... But the only thing is, AJ don't...
Yeah, you don't, as a black man, you don't want to put your faith in AJ. He's not your champion.
It's not even just that. He don't even... He don't
rep it like that.
Yeah, fam. He's just too much on the fence,
But he's Nigerian. I told you, Nigerian man are perpetual, do you mean they're sellouts, bro? Kemi Badenoch's the head of the Conservative. She's a Nigerian. Nigerians are sellouts, bro.
Yeah, fam. You need to... Yeah,
them man are the ones that sold us with the Jews into slavery, blood. That's them. You can't trust them Nigerians, man.
Trust me.
Man ain't picking no Nigerian man as my champion, bro. They're big and strong as he's
Nigerian. Apparently AJ's next fight will be in Africa. That would be good.
Then it's not Fury then. Fury will bun up in Africa. Do you know what I'm saying? Fury going for morning runs in that sun.
Nah, his tune-up fight will be in Africa, apparently.
AJ's tune-up fight?
Yeah. Maybe it'd be someone like a Jagba or something like that.
Nigerian versus Nigerian?
Yeah.
Jagba's going to walk out the ring again, man. Yeah, boy, I don't know, man. For me personally, I would make that fight now. You can't tell me that they need to say, okay, when Devin Haney was coming off the Ryan Garcia loss, you can't tell me that Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson couldn't sell out. Because Devin Haney's still Devin Haney.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I get your point.
AJ's the same level as Canelo. Canelo just lost to Crawford. Canelo's next fight, if Canelo fights again, his next fight sells out.
I get your point.
You don't have to win a fight.
A prime example of that is you use Devin and Ryan. The fact that they should have done that fight straight away. Them doing the tune-up fight.
Look what happened.
Devin had a poor performance. Ryan lost. If they done that fight straight away, do you know the noise after the whole...
Yep.
Court thing that would have done they should have just done that straight away.
Do it straight away.
Facts.
Because neither of you are going for a world title. Neither of you want any. Both of you currently have nightmares about Usyk. Both of you. Do you know what I'm saying? They both do. They both wake up in the night and have nightmares about Usyk. Neither of you is seeing Usyk. So while Usyk's holding belts, just forget that. That's what I'm saying. You're not building to something. What you're saying makes sense with Jaron Ennis and different. Jaron Ennis is building towards unifications. They ain't building to none of that. This is just a terror, but just a British terror.
Make eat a food.
Just eat a food and that's it, man.
I hear you still.
Do you know what I mean? But that's just what it is. Your boy, one of your favourite boxers, Ben Whittaker.
Shout out to Ben Whittaker. I'm gonna say tell this innit. That is by far the best signing Eddie Hearn could have made in British boxing right now.
In British boxing, yes. But my only concern is I feel like the signing video was hilarious.
Amazing.
It was brilliant.
That video.
Whoever came up with the idea was
It's
brilliant.
Ben Whittaker.
Ben Whittaker.
And Eddie Hearn.
That is the most entertaining thing I've ever seen Ben Whittaker do. That was more entertaining than his boxing, in my opinion, right?
And I love Eddie Hearn for that. I love black people. That video was.
Eddie's great.
You know why that's so
Eddie's
sick?
great.
You know why that's so sick? Because Eddie Hearn is that guy.
Did I not? How long ago did I tell you? Eddie understands culture. He
Facts.
understands what Mexicans want to see and want to hear, what black people want to see and want to hear. And Eddie doesn't have the pride. He don't give a fuck. He don't, if Eddie had to put on a daishiki and some Birkenstocks to sell a fight, he'll put it on.
This guy went into the last his press conference with Boots and saying no Diddy. Like he knows that. He knows. Yeah, I'm saying
he's very very like he understands the cultural side of boxing very very well. My only concern is this is a sign of things to come for Ben Whittaker's boxing career. Ben Whittaker, what I'm trying to say is I've seen Eddie Hearn sign world champions and not put out a video like this.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? So what does this tell me? This tells me that we're very focused on the social media. We're very focused on the money side, the promotional side, the marketing side, and not necessarily on the boxing side. I don't know. Ben Whittaker definitely isn't competitive against Bivol Beterbiev. I don't know that Ben Whittaker can beat David Morrell, let alone a Yard.
A
Buatsi.
This is where
he definitely don't beat Callum Smith.
This is where
he definitely don't beat Benavidez. So
this is what this is where it starts to be a bit. I get your point because historically, 175 never, ever goes through quiet periods. It never does. Like there's times
there's always people moving into 175.
We were always even in the dark ages. We had Andre Ward and Kovalev. Do you know what I'm saying? Like flipping Bernard Hopkins.
That's like the worst era of 175.
bro,
and they've still got
you had
Hall of
Roy
Fame.
Jones Jr. Like
they've still got Hall of Fame talent.
Like you never, ever go through a bad period in 175. So no matter what you do, bro, it's kind of like, alright, cool. Well, Beterbiev and Bivol might not be here in 3 years time, 2 years time. Well, then what about Morrell? Morrell's 25. Benavidez is 26. Iglesias is 25. Like these guys will beat you, bro. Like they genuinely better than you. So what are you going to do? What about people who come up from 68 to 75?
Callum Smith is a light heavyweight gatekeeper, and Buatsi is actually slowly moving into that gatekeeper territory as well. The way I saw them fight, Ben Whittaker couldn't live with a fight like that.
So
it's when people are saying this is the biggest, you said it. This is the biggest signing in British boxing.
100%.
I'm lost on where this is the biggest signing.
Can I explain?
I'm lost on why, because this person is not going to be a world champion. He's not even going to be a fringe world champion. And the one thing we do know about him, as nice as his style is, he can't take a punch. And in 175, you need to be able to take a punch. So he won't even be a future gatekeeper. All he's going to do is be mildly entertaining against low-level opposition.
But this is why I say I feel like it was such a great signing. Because when you look at the British boxing landscape, as it currently stands, I cannot name you 5 fighters who have any constant selling power. Conor Benn does if he stays as a villain. If he stays as a villain, he will. Mm-hmm. If he tries to go as this nice guy role, it's not going to last long. Ben Whittaker will be able to capture the imagination of a global audience. Now, in the ring, you're 100% right. He's gonna be a lot of low-level opposition.
Not if he loses.
But if
he was to fight Callum Smith in his next fight,
but he ain't gonna do that.
It's over.
He ain't gonna do that. He's not dumb. Eddie Hearn, bro, you have to look at this from a perspective. I told you, British boxing is going into a dark ages. You need somebody that's gonna generate you revenue. Eddie Hearn is not going to put.
So are we going to see 3 years of Ben Whittaker on undercards against low-level opposition?
No, you're going to see Ben Whittaker fighting a lot of people who aren't top level. A lot of people until
and headlining cards.
Probably, because they're going to try and sell him. They're going to try and sell him based on his personal. So you are right.
How long is that going to last? This is why, for me, I don't know. I keep saying it. I don't care about these man's money. I keep coming on the podcast to talk about boxing. I keep coming on here to talk about boxing, and man keep telling me about money. Your dick I'm not fucking girl with your dick, so they don't mean nothing to me. Do you know what I'm saying? it's not an exciting signing because from a boxing perspective, I'm not going to see exciting fights. Then when man turn around to me and go, but commercially, take Eddie Hearn's dick out of your mouth, bro. Not you, but just in general. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, why do I care how much money Ben Whittaker makes over the next 5 years?
Bro, as I said, from a promoter's perspective,
there are four or five big guys in the light heavyweight division if we take away Bivol and Beterbiev, right? We've got Morrell, we've got Benavidez,
Callum Smith.
I'll throw Yard in there. Callum Smith is having a bit of a resurgence, although he's coming towards the end.
Yeah,
and
but those are the guys.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then we can throw a couple of other guys in there, yeah? Ben Whittaker, as it stands right now, couldn't survive with any of these guys.
Very true.
With any of these guys. Do you know what I'm saying? So even if that's the most exciting, most marketable signing, it's like you're telling me Man United have signed a Brazilian wonder kid who's never going to play for the. If we can see the future, you signed him at 17. He's unbelievable, but we can see 5 years into the future, he's never going to make a first team appearance. He's never going to make a first team appearance.
Let me ask you a question.
He's never going to. No, not 1 second, because I'm making a point. He's never going to.
I know your point.
He's never going to make a first team performance.
Your point is too short-sighted. I think your point is too short-sighted.
Tell me the long-sighted vision. Tell me the vision. Sell it to me.
You're actually spoiled, bro. Let me tell you why you're spoiled.
Bro, you're gonna go into your I was a boxing journalist when cleverly days gone. Let's hear it. Go on.
Forget about me being a boxing journalist. I'm just saying, historically, British fighters never fight at world level. Rarely do they. You might have a Ricky Hatton once in a life. We came from a really good generation where there was about 7-8 weight classes where you had a top British fighter. That's not normally the case. If you are a British promoter, name me a fighter that's better to sign than Ben Whittaker. Because there is none. There is no fighter that's going to be world level.
I understand what you're saying, but we've got Sam Noakes going to fight Abdullah Mason. I'm not seeing Sam Noakes' face and name everywhere the way that I'm seeing Ben Whittaker's face. We've got man that we think that Ben Whittaker would get smashed by, that are not getting the push. I don't know if it's because Ben Whittaker's like seen as a good looking guy or just because he's entertaining. I don't know, but we all think that Callum Smith and Anthony Yard's getting talked about because he has a fight with David Benavidez. Josh Buatsi, as bad as his career moves have been, didn't take world title fights when he should have, went to boxer, that's gone down in flames, whatever. He put on a solid performance against Callum Smith. We generally assume Ben Whittaker will not be able to hurt Buatsi's chin, and Ben Whittaker's chin will not be able to stand up to Buatsi's power. So he'll get bruck up. But Buatsi is not spoken about in the same way as Ben Whittaker is spoken about. So when we're talking about we're in a dark age,
because he's failed at world level.
Who's failed at world level?
Buatsi. So was Ben.
Ben Whittaker failed at that local level.
But he did get a rematch and win it. Bro, I listen, I'm not here to defend Ben Whittaker because in my opinion, you're right, innit? I don't feel like he's going to fight at world level. But other than Nick Bull, I do not think anyone's going to fight at world level in this country. I don't think anyone
Is Abdullah Mason world level?
Not yet, but he's going to be.
Is Sam Noakes
It's going to be for a world title, though.
Is Sam Noakes fighting at world level?
He's fighting
for a world title.
He's fighting for a world title.
So that's fighting at world level. Is Anthony Yard fighting at world level?
He's fighting at world level.
He's fighting at world level.
But he's already failed at world level.
True, twice. So he's fighting at world level.
Yeah.
Okay. If Ben Whittaker, to Anthony Yard's credit, and I shit on Anthony Yard a lot, Ben Whittaker will not fight at world level 3 times. If Ben Whittaker steps up to world level against one of their man, he will get smashed so bad he just won't come back.
I agree with that. We know how the light skin man move already.
So, do you know what I mean?
I agree with that.
So we're getting excited about a guy like. But what you're saying is right. British fighters Britain typically don't have. But we're doing a disservice to the Sam Noakeses and the Anthony Yard.
True.
We've got several fighters fighting at world level.
True, very true.
If I'm Anthony Yard, I'm vexed that Ben Whittaker is seen as...
That's a good point.
If I'm Anthony Yard, I'm fighting Benavidez, and the whole world is abuzz because we're about to see Ben Whittaker dance around low-level opposition for 3 years. Hold on, I'm fighting Benavidez.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That is a good point. That is a very good point. And that point doesn't apply to me because I would be watching. I would be watching Anthony Yard. I'll be watching Sam Noakes. So you are correct, and you're 1 million. You're 1,000,000%.
Nobody
correct.
thinks. Nobody in this stream. Everyone has said what you've said. He's going to be entertaining against low-level opposition, and that's going to be great for British boxing, just for an entertainment perspective. Nobody has said to me, "Nah, bro, he can do it at the top level." No one said that. No one said that.
He's not doing
this man is 28, my bro.
Yeah, he's not doing it.
He's like
28. Bro, Benavidez is 27 or 26. So The time that you have at 75, he's got that same time. You ain't beating him.
Yeah.
So like literally,
They're better than you and younger than you.
And Morel's younger
and more experienced.
And more. You will never ever.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, and you can.
They're still going back.
You will never ever be an elite fighter. Never be an elite fighter. So from a in the ring perspective, it wasn't a great signing. But I know why Eddie signed him, bro.
I know why Eddie signed him. I know why Eddie signed him, but that don't make him a great signing.
For Eddie, it does.
But I'm not talking from Eddie's perspective because I don't care about Eddie's money. Eddie's a multi-millionaire. He's richer than I'll ever be. Why do I care about that? Do you know what I'm saying? If Chelsea sign a football player from Brazil and he breaks the record in shirt sales, but he never makes a first team appearance, we as football fans would say that was a shit signing.
But Chelsea would say,
well, it's a great signing. We made profit. We don't care about that. We care about football. Do you know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Are we a boxing podcast or are we just a money entertainment podcast? What are we doing here?
I hear you. I do. It'd be interesting to see because do you think Eddie sees him as a future world champion?
No, I think Eddie hates Ben Shalom and was happy to stick it. This was Ben Shalom's crown jewel. He was the main guy in Boxer's stable. Eddie don't give a fuck. That's little man money to Eddie. How much would it cost to sign Ben Whittaker? 50? 100 bags?
No, probably more. He's probably signed
when he was with Boxer and they've got no dates.
I don't know what Ben Whittaker...
To sign Ben Whittaker when the Boxer was with Sky, maybe. But once they've moved to the BBC, they've got 4 dates.
I mean, his next fight would probably be for like 100 bang.
But I'm talking about how much to sign him, not how much you have to pay per fight. How much to sign him to a contract.
I don't think they had to sign him at all.
There you go.
I don't think they had to sign him at all.
So from an outlay perspective for Eddie Hearn, what did it cost him?
Whatever his next fight person.
Nothing.
Whatever his next fight person. Yeah, facts.
What, $250,000?
Maybe less.
Maybe less. 200 back. That's change, man.
I actually think his next fight would even be less.
If I had money like
I think his next fight might be like 80 bands, bro.
If I had money like Eddie Hearn, but I pay 80 bags to piss off my opposition.
Yeah, of course.
100%. 100%. That's little man money. Eddie ain't gonna shelve him. Click this video in 2 years' time. Come back to this video on the 14th of October 2027. Let's see where Ben Whittaker is. Put it in your calendar.
No, I think he'll still be there.
Doing what though? He'll still be around, but doing what?
Fighting middle level opposition.
Look at the way that we at the way that we used to shit on Anthony Yard when Anthony Yard was coming through. And Anthony Yard was knocking man out clean. Anthony Yard was knocking man out cold. And we were like, bro, where's the world title shot? Then when Anthony Yard got a world title shot, we said, whoa, how are you jumping from little man to Kovac?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Do you know what I'm saying? So what's he gonna do?
They're gonna
175 is a knockout division, you know. 175 is a knockout division, you know.
Do you know I'm genuinely intrigued for? I want
to see him fight Dan Aziz or something.
I'm genuinely intrigued to see who they matchmake him against. Because on a level, yeah,
I want to see as well.
I genuinely
don't bring me no man from Angola.
Like, I genuinely want to know because
this is why they might fight him in America, so they can find some low-level American opposition.
Maybe. But I think, you know what? This is who I think it's gonna be a Craig Richards or something. Something like a Craig Richards or something.
Craig Richards wins.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Craig Richards made Neville look like a sweat. You know what I'm saying?
Literally. Craig Richards.
And the thing is, with your style, you're gonna make yourself food because you're not even a knockout guy.
The facts. It's gonna be interesting, bro. I can't lie, because I don't even know who I can matchmake him against. Because you're gonna need to look good to keep the brand rolling. But you know what division this would have been good in? It would have been good in heavyweight. You know why? Yeah. Because you got a lot of old guys who are near the end who you could just pick off and look good against, like the Dylan Whites, the Derek Chisoras.
The thing is, I'm looking at the rankings in the IBF. He's gonna have to fight someone, bro. In the IBF, he's ranked top 4. He's ranked 14.
He's above him. Let me see the list.
Let me just go through like where he's ranked in the different governing bodies. Yeah, in the WBA, he's ranked 11. In the WBC, he's ranked 9. And in the WBO, he's not ranked. But above him,
let me look at some guys. So, obviously, definitely David Moreau, Anthony Yard, Lapin's still fighting, raw. Joshua Boatsi's there, Voldsik's there. Voldzik will slap him up.
Alexander Voldzik would kill him.
Zach Parker maybe
Zach
might
Parker.
get. Isn't Zach Parker
fighting Boatsi in November?
But even a Zach Parker might cause.
All of these guys can crack. Ben Whittaker's probably got the softest punch in 175.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out guys who they might be able to sell, but I can't find any.
The thing is, all these guys can crack, bro. There's no pillow-fisted man at 175.
Willie Hutchinson he's not that big of a puncher. But I don't know if you can build a name off of Willie Hutchinson, bro. Yeah, it's looking peak still. It's dark.
I thought Willie Hutchinson. That's what I said, because we're not trying to build a name. He's already got the name. He's got so much of a name that he can just keep fighting low-level opposition. Not that Willie Hutchinson's low-level opposition, but do you know what I mean? He don't need big names. His name is the name.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? That's what he's done with that style. Is he's built that name. Like, people know him for
the maddest thing is you can't even position him for a world title, because if he becomes mandatory, the champions are gonna want him to take the mandatory because he sells. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll be like, yeah, no, we'll take that fight with him because he sells, right?
Yep.
And he's gonna have to turn down.
It's gonna be
fights.
more money and easier, bro. You fight if you might make more money. Fight if you hold a world title. If you're Benavidez, yeah, and you've got a world title, bro. Are you fighting Yard? Or are you fighting
Ben Whittaker?
I'm fighting Ben Whittaker.
Especially
make more money for less
if
prep.
Eddie Hearn does a good job promoting this dude.
Yeah.
If he promotes him, they're gonna want to fight a Ben Whittaker because his name's good. If you sell him in America, he probably will have a bigger name in America than Yard does.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then that, I feel like then it's a good signing, but I want to see how this plays out.
You
bro.
keep saying it's a good signing, but
because financially, innit, I understand why they're doing it, but we'll see what happens to Ben, bro. We'll see.
We'll see, man. Your boy Gary Neville, he's in some
Raw,
shit.
that was a switch still.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, go on. Gary Neville.
Gary Neville's in. So I've searched it to play you the video, and I'm just hearing like True Geordie's reacted to it. Man are just deliberately misunderstanding what he said.
What did he say verbatim?
I'm gonna play you the video. What he said. This came in the wake of. You don't watch the news. There was an attack on a synagogue. I can't remember where. In England, but there was an attack on the synagogue. Some guys literally firebombed it, attacked it, and then 2 days later there was an attack on a mosque, and it was kind of positioned like it was almost a retaliation type of thing. The mosque was set on fire when 2 people were inside praying. Yeah, this is in the last couple of weeks.
That doesn't make sense. So attacking the synagogue was from who?
We don't know. I can't remember. But I'm just saying, like, there was a lot of different cultural violence and religious violence going back and forth. Yeah. So all he said was, and I'll play you the video, but he pretty much said,
and I want to know what True Geordie and them man have been saying.
Them man are upset because Gary Neville referenced white men, so they're crying, innit? Because they're man are babies. But all Gary Neville said was that there's a lot of division in the world, political division, racial, cultural division, and a lot of it is being driven by rich white men, rich white middle class men who are sitting in offices. In the men in power are driving all this division amongst the people. Yeah, but this is the video anyway.
Is absolutely disgusting. That's being created is absolutely disgusting.
Said the division that's being created.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Mainly created by angry, middle-aged white men who know exactly what they're doing. Funnily enough, on one of my development sites last week, there was a Union Jack flag put up, and I took it down instantly. And some people might be watching this and thinking, well, Gary, not very patriotic. I've played my country 85 times. I love my country. I've been building in this city for 15, 20 years, and there's no one put a Union Jack flag up in the last 15 to 20 years, so why do you need to put one up now? Quite clearly it's sending a message to everybody that there is something you don't like. The Union Jack flag being used in a negative fashion is not right. I've always said this I played in a football team with a group of people from Manchester, a group of people from Ireland, Wales, Scotland, but also people from Africa, people from Asia, people from America, people from Europe. And we were a beautiful team, united as one. Brexit has had a devastating impact on this country, and the messaging is getting dangerous. The division.
That's it. That's all he said.
So what are people angry with? Because I genuinely, there's not one thing I've heard in Gary Neville's sentence.
Ask them. Ask them.
What are they saying? What are people saying?
There's just general backlash, bro. I don't know why you're asking me. They're saying the same things that white people always say when these things happen. They just don't like being highlighted, point blank. Period. Do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously, all right, boom. Have you heard when women complain about men being like rapists and sexually assaulting them and attacking them and stuff like that.
Yeah, go on.
No, I'm not. I don't know why you're laughing. I'm being serious.
Because you told me that we can't say those words on
You can edit it, can mute it, innit? Edit it, can mute it. But a common thing for men to do in that situation, I've done it, you've probably done it, is immediately say, well, I don't do that. Not all men, it's not me. Do you know what I'm saying? And the woman will say, I'm not saying it's you. I'm not saying it's all men, but it's always men. Do you know what I'm saying? So not like all thumbs are fingers and not all fingers are thumbs. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I say every time I've been racially abused in this country, it's been from a white man, that's not me saying all white men racially abuse me. They're two completely different sentences. And what these people normally do is deliberately, because they're man of pussyholes, deliberately mix up the two sentences. So he's not saying all white. He's saying he's been in this country. When my mum was in this country when she was younger, they used to call her Paki and spray Paki on my nan's door and put up flags in front of her house. So she has a view of the flag. The view of the flag that she has is not some view she's made up in her mind. That's a view that people have given her by the way that they have pushed the flag onto her, if that makes sense. So now, I'm born in 1993, there's no flags all my life, and then around the same time that people are getting quite racially angry and frustrated, man start putting flags up again. It seems like a weird coincidence.
That for me is the one part that I didn't have an opinion about what Gary Neville said, but that's the one part of the thing that I 100% agreed with, because now the flag has now become a symbol for a certain movement. And the thing is, let me just land. If I'm a real British person and I was born and raised in England, and I'm not talking about but if I'm Gary Neville and I love my country, I don't want you to use my flag to represent your agenda. Exactly. I don't want you to do that. So I am going to take my flag down. Yeah. It's like when, you know me, I hate Black Lives Matter, but I love black people. But I hate Black Lives Matter because I don't want you to take something.
Don't associate me with this.
You know what I'm saying? Don't take what I love and turn it into some symbol of some agenda. Nah, bro. Black people are bigger than Black Lives Matter. Just like the English flag is bigger than this idiot agenda that these men are running with. So I 100% agree with Gary Neville for that.
But it's obviously like my thing, and we spoke about this in my housemate before we come on the show. The man that are misunderstanding it, to me, are deliberately misunderstanding it. Because it's not a complicated concept. If you can't understand what man is saying, you're misunderstanding on purpose, because it's not difficult.
Not at all.
It's not difficult to understand. Do you know what I'm saying? So from my perspective, that's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? And even like, I haven't watched True Geordie's video, but like he said like the video is titled "My Response from a White Man," so I can already see a white middle-aged man or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Nigel Farage just put a video out about it. Jeremy Kyle was furious talking about it over like white men and all this kind of stuff. But it's like, bro, you man are being stupid. These man have pretty much in their lives never been victims of anything. Do you know what I'm saying? So it feels like they're victims now. Do you know what I'm saying? But you're not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a difficult concept to understand. When man are talking about white man, two of my housemates are white. When we're talking about white man and we're talking about racism, they don't bat an eyelid because we're obviously not talking about it. If you know it's not you, why would you be upset?
Eddie Griffin says that.
If you know that it's not you, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if a gal walked in here now and said a man attacked her on the street, I wouldn't start sweating and looking around because I know it weren't me.
Yeah, facts.
So why would I move guilty? Do you know what I'm saying? But like, it's a weird...
It's like when you say, oh, some of these bitches are hoes out here.
Yeah.
If you get vexed, you must be a bitch or a hoe.
100%. Or you're getting upset on her behalf, which is also suspicious. If I'm attacking racist people and you aren't racist, why would you get upset on his behalf?
Facts.
That don't make sense. So that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Gary Neville, obviously, shout out him. He's my football rival, but you know, what he's saying is true. He can obviously see, you know, when man are putting up flags. There's nothing wrong with putting up a cross. People put up crosses all the time. It's not a problem. People represent crosses. Christianity, some people love unity, the Holy Trinity, all that kind of things. But the KKK used to burn crosses on black people's front lawns. That's obviously not the same thing.
Of course
That's obviously not the same thing.
And we're going to do a video.
Ricky said that he was walking down the street. I was on the phone to Ricky and he got into an argument with two Englishmen because they were putting up a flag, England or UK, across the door of an Indian restaurant. And Ricky's like, what we doing? Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously
It
that has a particular agenda. Man ain't talking about you just putting up your flag in your car or in your house or something like that. But we're talking about how you're doing it and where you're doing it.
We're gonna, like, I'm personally, and we are personally gonna do a video, not now, but next month, about the poppies. It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes, because for me, bro, I genuinely feel like I feel like white people should be pro-white. I genuinely feel like every white person should be for the upliftment and like pushing of their culture. I genuinely feel like that. You should embrace and push your culture in every way possible. But if you're only
last time they did that, it didn't go so well.
No, wait. No, you're wrong. If you're only pushing and upgrading your culture at the detriment of other people, then what is then you?
Some people don't know how to push their culture and not be at the detriment of other people.
But then that's what's the wrong part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, you being proud to be British and proud to be English shouldn't be I'm proud to be English at the as long as other people are less than me. That's stupid.
That's a core identity of a decent amount of people.
Of course, but that shouldn't be the case.
Of course not.
If you're at home watching this and thinking, well, I have to wave the flag because immigrants are coming here. So what about when the immigrants leave? You're going to put the flag down?
Not just that. I feel like if you have to do it at the expense of someone else, then there's a insecurity or a weakness inside of you as a person.
Facts.
We talk a lot about masculinity, whether you're in jail or on the roads or whatever. 50 Cent said the tough guys only get tough. It might have been Pop Smoke that said it, actually. The tough guys don't get tough with the tough guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna look for a weak, Tank Davis syndrome. Do you know what I'm saying? You're only gonna fight Jake Paul and your baby mum. You're only gonna look for weak people or people that you think you can beat up in order to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know me. You know that I move the same with everybody, whether they're black, whether they're white, whether they're big, whether they're small. I just move the same with everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't look at people and think, oh, you're an easy target. Let me try and be a bit aggressive with you, and then if it's somebody else, let me just try and chill. I move the same with everybody.
I just feel like I'm so detached from this. Like, I genuinely don't see how this is a problem, because I genuinely, for me, if I was white, bro, and I'm not obviously, but if I was white,
you want to be, but you're not. Fair enough.
If I was white, I would be as pro-white as possible, but I wouldn't.
But when you say pro-white,
I would only date white.
White is a broad diaspora.
Now, when I mean English, if I was English...
Oh, okay, because white is like... The white people don't get along with other white people, so it's like...
If I was English white,
okay, fine, yeah.
I would be as pro-English white as possible. Like,
you wouldn't be no Ukrainian girl?
No, I'm going to deal with what, my culture. That will be my culture. Doesn't mean that... This is the thing...
You fucking Australian girl. But this is the thing with white... One second, though. This is the thing where white culture is very... There was a politician called Robert Jenrick. We're going slightly off topic, but we'll bring it back to the topic. There's a politician called Robert Jenrick who walked through Hamsworth in Birmingham the other day, and he said, like, he said he felt...
By the way, for more content like this...
Yeah, go to OnlyFacts Extra. We're going to talk about all this kind of stuff. But he said he felt uncomfortable that there were no white faces.
Yeah.
And lots of people had issue with that. And people like, but same thing you just did, you conflated English and white. They're not the same thing. You could walk through a town where everybody's white and none of these people are English. There could be Americans, there could be Australians, there could be South Africans, there could be Polish, there could be Russians. So why seeing me and your faces, who are born and bred here British, is a problem for Robert Jenrick because our faces are not white. But if he saw a whole town full of white people that weren't English, he might feel more comfortable with them. So why does our brown skin? Why does our brown skin? I understand that. Yeah,
I understand.
Because currently they're at war with Russia. They're at war with Russia, though.
I understand that.
He could walk through a town of men who are actively his enemies, and because they're white, he feels more comfortable.
But I understand, and this comes down to what it is to be English and what it is to be white. The issue is, like what you said earlier, it's because for them, it's embedded within their culture and embedded within their people that that in order for me to be successful as a race and as a people, it's at the expense of other people. People genuinely don't understand. When Napoleon and England was in war, Napoleon would rather give the Caribbean countries back to England than to the Caribbean people that were there.
Of course.
Because he would rather a white person be in power, even if that power was at war. Yep. This is what I'm saying. When you talk about race, it's completely different. So for me, that's why I use the word white. and English, because you did correct me, which is correct. I would 100% be for my people, but not at the expense of others. And I feel like that's what English people can't do.
Yeah, they can't do that.
They literally can't.
No,
like, they feel like in order for me to be successful,
I have
and
to
I
step on
understand
someone
why. Do you know why? Because white people haven't.
Yeah.
White people have never been successful on their own.
Yeah.
They've never been English people. Sorry,
Yeah.
have never been successful without the expense of other people lesser than them.
Yeah.
So for me, I understand it, but I genuinely don't see why you have to be that way. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if you look at other countries, I'm not even going to go into it. But in terms of Gary Neville, yeah, bringing it back to Gary Neville.
Yeah.
Gary Neville, I don't even want to say big up yourself, because I don't think you've done anything, bro. You just said something that was just so
obvious.
It was so obvious that and I don't even understand how he's getting backlash for that.
The thing is, as
Did
well,
he apologise?
No. Gary Neville's he won't apologise.
I'm hoping
he's got a big enough platform. He's enough of an entrepreneur to not buckle under that sort of pressure. But yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is with these men as well, there's certain immigrants they do like. Do you know what I'm saying? And I like predominantly the ones with money. Do you know what I mean? Because boy, there's talk of Turki Al Sheikh.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Taking over Gary Neville's beloved Manchester. You know, we might see a flip. We might see all the flag bearing guys put down the flags and go, we love immigrants when Turkey takes over.
Yeah, because
we might see Gary Neville go the other way. Get these immigrants out of here, bro. Get Turkey out of my club.
You know what? It's so funny because Steve Harmison was talking about it the other day. Do you know who Steve Harmison is?
No.
Famous cricket player, but he's a Newcastle fan.
Yeah.
And he was like, he finds it weird because these people were hating Mike Ashley.
Yeah.
English, British. He's white. He's just like, but you're happy that you got foreign investment.
Yeah, you got bailed out
by
these foreigners, yeah.
So as long, what are we saying then?
Yeah.
What the same Muslim people that you don't want in the country. Last time I checked, they're in Saudi. They're flipping Muslim, bro.
Yeah.
They're not any other. They're not
allowed
Christian.
to be anything else now.
You know what I'm saying? They're Muslim.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, you man have to pick a side, and it's funny that you brought that up because how many owners in this country in the big teams is owned by someone who is British or English?
Man United?
No. Oh yeah, we are. Partly. Only partly as well.
Well, most clubs are partly. Not many people own a club outright. Even like Chelsea's guy.
Yeah.
Todd Bowley's American. The Liverpool guys are American. The Cronkies are American. But maybe Man see it differently because they're white. I don't know. If they were black American, I don't know if they'd feel differently. I don't know. You know, there was talk that Daniel Ek was going to try and take over Arsenal with the Legends. He's the Spotify guy.
Well,
he's like a Scandinavian guy.
I remember.
I don't know how people would feel differently depending on different people.
But we would find out because if Turkey did come into to Man United, and this is the thing, how do you think that would go down?
Well, I was going to ask you. You're a Man United fan. I think it'd be a shit show personally. I think it'd be dope for the first. It would be just like Turkey's done in boxing. It'd be amazing just like Ineos have done. It'd be amazing for the first transfer window, and then it would slowly die. Do you know what I'm saying?
But it not necessarily worked for Man City. It worked for Man City. Could have thrown it at Newcastle. It's worked for both Man City and Newcastle.
But so it depends on, is this an investment or a takeover? Because it's funny that we just heard all this stuff of like the Glazers are out, Ineos is in, since fucking Lex, so I keep begging to come on the channel to kind of defend his position, but he's running away like a baby. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all like Ineos is in, the new guard is in, this is going to be great. 12 months later, we want some investment, please. Can someone come in? But I thought everything was great.
I think with Turkey it's very different.
Okay.
The reason why with Turkey is very different is because he is a person who's not just been a silent investor. Mm-hmm. This dude has done more than invest. This guy's got national anthems in flipping Wembley, bro.
But if
it's not just.
Yeah, you lot would be having the Saudi national anthem before World Cup, FA Cup final.
Yeah, my point.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
With Riyadh season and his movement, it's all about
boosting Saudi.
It's not just about money. Yeah. A lot of the investors for Man City, it's about revenue. Like they're not really.
They're a company, innit? PIF is a company. Yeah. They've got balance sheet, stakeholders, etc.
But with Turkey, it's about improving the culture of Saudi and the social and global image of Saudi Arabia. So what you will see is games where United will be playing in Saudi. You probably see a lot of because there's a Saudi league. You're going to probably see a lot of Saudi players who are the top in Saudi come over to the UK. A lot of players going to be on loan, leave the UK and go to Saudi. That's what you'll probably see. And if that's what Turkey's doing, I'm not for it at all, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not for it at all.
Yeah.
I don't even want this guy in boxing.
But I was going to say, I don't think that Turkey's necessarily been a net positive in boxing, to be honest with you. And even then, like some of the stuff that's been rumored, it hasn't happened, but there's been there's been times when he's floated the idea of changing boxing entirely. Like, for example, the shrinking ring is going to...
Well, we've already kind of seen certain stuff already that I just don't like. Yeah. You know, like these crazy catch weight fights.
The announcing of like the free fights
before
of time.
The fights even, you know, I'm like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy things. Bringing Cinco de Mayo, Mexico to flipping Saudi. What the hell was going on? You know what I'm saying? What is that?
One of the issues as well that Man United have had and tried to readdress just from a footballing perspective is balancing the wage bill and getting a lot of the guys on low wages out to create a more sustainable model. His main game plan, Turkey, is to overpay people. I don't know how him and Jim Ratcliffe would.
I don't know how that works.
They would just clash. They would just see things so differently.
But for me, this is why I don't want him in. Is because I want, just like in boxing, I want my owners to be like the ones in Man City. Just give me your money, bro. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to see how you look. I don't need nothing from you. And Turkey's a guy. He's not like that. Turkey wants to be involved in everything. He likes for me, you know what Turkey seems like? He seems like a person who was starved of attention.
He wants to be a celebrity.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably watched American TV growing up. And
there's mad people from the Middle East that put money into stuff and sit in the background and don't really say too much.
He ain't one of them.
He's not one of them.
I've never seen that before. Because remember, before Turkey, there was still Saudi investment in boxing. But I didn't know who it was. Like, I don't...
That culture is it's a laid back...
So
in the background, kind of bit mysterious kind of culture.
Turkey's one of the few people
he's a front man, isn't it?
that I've ever seen do that. I've never seen a person really just put there, and he loves. Bro, this guy was on a boxing voice the other day, bro. Like, what the? I'm so done.
That is a crazy link up.
That's what I'm saying.
Like crazy link, but they glaze him though. To be fair, they do glaze him.
But it's still my point. Like, what is a man doing on a YouTube channel? Do you know what I'm saying?
But like that YouTube channel is like a pro-black American YouTube channel as well. Not even like he's on like the Pain Game or something like that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Or
Sport, like a kind of middle ground.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Stomping ground, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, man's on flipping the boxing voice on a flipping StreamYard link. I'm like, bro, what is going on?
That is funny.
So I'm like, when you're bringing it back to like Man United, that this is the thing. A lot of Man United fans, they probably don't follow boxing as intrinsic as we do.
Yeah.
So for them, they're like, oh, he's giving us all these big fights. So on the surface, it looks nice. But when you actually follow what this guy does...
boxing fans were the same. Oh, he's just going to give us a lot of money. I was the only person that said, you man is stupid. Money always comes with strings, my bro. Facts. Money always comes with strings. And speaking of money coming with strings, talk to me about your boy Jadon Sancho. What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing, bro?
For me, I have to give people the background, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
We were sitting there trying to come up with topics, yeah?
Hold on a second. We've spoken about AJ, Ben Whittaker, now Sancho. Light-skinned man are just weirdos, bro. But no, big man. Can we just?
Yeah. You said that.
Young Spray said light-skinned men are naturally born with mental health issues, and it might be true.
Might be
because these men are weird.
You said you're the first person I heard say that. Still, you're the first person I heard say that. Still,
they're always weird.
And the thing is, I think you said it in the DR Sports studio, but obviously we couldn't see that on camera.
I think I said it. Yeah, I said it backstage. Still,
yeah,
I said it backstage.
But long story short, yeah, we were sitting there on the table coming up with content ideas, yeah, and then Nick's just coming up with different content ideas, and I was like, oh, is there anything that you think that's happened in the news? And he's like, oh yeah, Sancho. I'm like, what's happened? When he told me, I typed in Sancho, yeah, and I just read through some of the shit. I was like, oh my days, we have to talk about this. This is flipping funny, fam. And firstly, yeah, I genuinely don't even know the ins and outs of it. But apparently, this guy's been tricking.
The thing is, if you're rich, tricking. We're Jamaican, so we are. When it comes to finances, yeah, man are tight with their money, bro.
Facts.
Like, the more money I have, the less money I have to spend on a girl.
Yeah,
that's my Jamaican mindset.
That's a Jamaican mindset.
That's my Jamaican mindset. I live in a nice apartment right now. We're shooting in my apartment, so. If you as a girl wanna go get fucked on a mattress in a council estate, then good luck to you. If you wanna come to my apartment in the luxury apartment, I don't have to spend big money on you to get you here.
You just fall in love with the image.
The apartment does the work for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But outside the Jamaicans, the tricking thing is fine. You make a lot of money. I don't like it personally, but if that's what you want to do, rappers and whatever, it's fine. That's fine. But we're getting into territory of like man paying for escorts and not even paying for escorts, because even that's kind of okay if that's what you want to do. Again, that's not my thing, but if that's what. But we're getting into territory of man
owing escort.
owing the escort, bro. What's Sancho's wages? What's his weekly wages, bro? Because it's too much, bro.
Bro, how can the girl say
He gets paid too much and not enough at the same time.
Yeah, facts.
Bruv, what?
How can the girl say to him, "Oh, how you playing football and I'm still owed money and you're still tricking,
Bro.
Fam, I think he owed the girl 250 bands, bro.
He's on 200 bags a week, which is a reduction from his original contract, which was 350 bags a week. Certain man shouldn't get money.
But how?
350 bags a week, man.
Firstly, was it Saweetie or was it Saweetie's?
Saweetie was his girl, apparently, and he already got that dickhead tattoo of her name across the... Do you not see that? Do you not see that? I spoke to you about this before. We must have forgot. He's got her name tattooed down the back of his... You know, light-skinned man are weirdo, like neck tattoos and all this kind of fucked up shit. Light-skinned man are weirdos. But then it's like, apparently...
He's got Saweetie... My brother. Saweetie's so nice. She's so beautiful.
The thing is, if I make Jadon Sancho money, I'd have 100 Saweeties.
Facts.
I'd have
You should
100
be doing that
Saweeties.
if you ain't got no money.
If I would have one of my brethrens who's a good talent scout. Let me not say his name, but I would send one of my talent scouts to Latin America to bring me.
No, I'm getting a gal to do that. I'm getting a gal to
Whichever.
do that. No, Epstein's wife thing.
Whoa, no.
What's Epstein's wife's name?
No, I'm not saying that on this channel. They were doing a Utes thing, my bro.
No, I'm not doing the Pitney thing.
That's why bring them up there? Why even say that?
Obviously, I swear she was a scout for him.
But she was a scout, yeah. But I just wouldn't even make that connection. Like, come on.
I didn't know.
It's a Pitney thing.
Yeah,
that's why it's all mad. That's
dead.
You need to watch the news. To be fair to Shane, don't watch the news. This is why I want you to watch the news more, because you be saying references that sound crazy. This is why people look at you crazy, because you say a reference that's mad off. No, bro.
Fair enough.
If I'm talking about beating a gal, you wouldn't be like, oh, what, on a Noel Clark thing? No, not on a Noel Clark thing. No, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? You're making these off-brand references, bro.
But
no,
yeah,
you got the tattoo, bro.
Let me see that.
Where is it? Look, on the back of his neck.
Fam, this guy is a low life, bro. I hope you never make any more money, bro.
Bro, your club is paying him. Your club is paying him,
fam.
How
is a man getting a girl's name tattooed on his neck?
You're moving like...
And you're rich. And you as you said, bro.
She went to get my name tattooed.
Bro.
She's meant to get my name tattooed, bro.
She's nice, yeah, but bro, you can't lose yourself like that.
Nice. Bro, first of all, I'm not saying she's not nice, because Sweetie's beautiful, but like makeup, lips, the hair's done, whatever. We don't know what she looks like fresh face out the shower. But also,
I don't give a fuck.
There's a million Sweeties, bro.
Facts.
There's a million Sweeties, bro. Man, go Miami, there's 100 of these things, my bro.
The only girl that I might... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not getting a tattoo of no girl. No girl would I ever get.
You're going to say Shensia?
That was the only girl, but I wouldn't get a tattoo.
Shensia's right now, yeah, there's some Jamaican man somewhere with Shensia in pretzel position, sucking on her toes and pumping it, bro. So don't be getting no girl's name tattooed, bro.
I ain't getting no girl's name tattooed.
Don't like... I've even got my daughter's name tattooed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, no, bro. Like, and you man are just moving like they've never met gal before.
Not even just that. How are you owing a gal money? How are you on
You're
big
getting the
wages?
girl's name tattooed, and it's not even like it's your gal and you're married, because you're beating prostitutes still. You're beating escorts.
And owing them money.
But I've got your name tattooed here, but I'm owing escorts money.
But what? Why is there a Sweetie link? Was it Sweetie?
I think it was her manager or her ex-tour manager or something like that. But obviously, a lot of them gal that are in the music, I'm not talking about this gal particularly, I don't know her. But some of the gal in the industry, a lot of them
sell the pum
on the side thing, innit? Whether it's the main income or the secondary income or the tertiary income, I don't know, innit? But gal are hustlers, go get your money. But I'm just saying, that's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's an official escort thing. I don't know if it's a come here and do a thing for a Birkin or what. I don't know, innit? But all I know is I've never been rich like Sancho, and I've never paid no gal for no pum pum.
I can only imagine, yeah, that it was like a thing where he was already dealing with Sweetie. Mm-hmm. Sweetie probably didn't really fuck with him no more, so she passed it on to her next girl to make a paper.
You're getting passed around, man, bro.
Yeah, literally, because
you're getting passed around, man, bro. Literally, that's mad, bro. He's not even in a good way. Like
he's literally getting passed around. Because
we went to pass around the things.
Literally, it's one of those.
Where's your dad? Where's your dad? Let me Google his dad. Where's his dad?
Dad's white, bro. Or no, wait, who's the white one or who's the black one?
Before I Google this, bro, make a prediction before I Google this.
I'm gonna guess his mum's white. I'm gonna guess his mum's white.
Bro, if I Google Jadon Sancho's
His
dad,
mum's white and he didn't grow up with a dad. That's what I'm guessing.
he better not have a dad in the household, my bro. He better not, bro. There's no pictures of his dad.
Go his mum. That means you don't know his dad. But his mum's white.
Looks like his mum's dead.
What?
It said there's a thing there. Losing my mum taught me. But I don't know if that's like. Who's his parents, bro? That's what I'm trying to get to. Who's your parents like? You know other thing.
Yeah, his mum's white.
His mum's white.
His mum's white.
Is his mum dead?
His dad is of Jamaican and Guyanese descent. But the fact is Jamaican means you probably didn't grow up with your dad still.
Are they both alive?
I think his mum's passed still.
Okay, so he's got no parents.
I don't know.
Because if his dad's not in his life and his mum's dead, then he's got no parents.
Yeah, probably.
And do you know the other thing as well? You know, one more for this thing is crucial as well.
What?
He's from South.
Now that doesn't
Man from
mean,
South are weird.
Now that doesn't mean much. Man
Man
from
from
South
South
aren't spending that much money on no front, bro.
Man from South never had money like that.
Exactly. But I don't know, bro.
He's from South, innit?
I don't know how you can get passed around a gal group. That's a mad thing for me, just for money.
My wood can get passed around the gal group, but not. I'm not getting tricked out like that.
Sweetie probably thought, you know what, I got enough money from you. You know how much gifts he probably bought Sweetie? This right here.
But man, one second. Man, I got to remember, Sweetie is unbelievably beautiful in the industry and from America, where the money's different. So 350 bags a week in England is big money. Sweetie probably gets fucked by millionaires every week.
Facts.
Every week, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's a regular.
So I genuinely feel like
If
this is the problem.
In Croydon, you're probably the guy, but in Sweetie's world, she meets man like you regular.
Facts. He probably got offered money from P Diddy.
Yeah.
Like if we're keeping it real though, I genuinely feel like I need to, because Lamine Yamal's another one. I need to teach these men how to get front before they go into
Yamal's
football,
different.
bro.
Though. Yamal's different.
Why?
Yamal's not. But Yamal does buy gal gifts, yeah. But he's not getting tricked out like that.
Now you don't know. He probably is, bro.
The reports that I saw when he got dropped for a game or something is like he was in the hotel room like 4 or 5 gals smashing everything. That's a different thing.
Yeah. He's from Brazil though, Spain though, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's probably from Spain. But I don't know how much.
He's Latin. He's all Latin.
What I'm saying is, yeah, these men aren't doing what they're supposed to do.
He's not. Yamal's not getting tricked. Yamal's girl is older, and I think he's buying her gifts. But he has a girl, and he's clarting bare other things. His girl's not passing him around like my man's getting passed. Do you know what I mean? Also, Yamal's the top tier. Yamal's looking at his contract now and knowing in 5 years I'm going to be making more money.
Yeah.
Your money's going down, my bro.
Facts.
Your money's going. This is your last contract. You're never seeing this bread again.
I can't believe
you can't get in a relationship with this girl. This girl is going to leave you, my bro.
But it's the same thing with like, bro. A lot of these men are just they're just not doing the right thing.
Yamal's young as well. Yamal's young, bro. Like underage, young, 17, 18. Sancho's an adult,
man,
bro.
You've got to know better still.
Sancho's an
You've
adult,
got to know
bro.
better, bro. This is why.
Sancho's 25.
This is why God.
Sancho's 25.
This is why God will never make me rich. You know.
No, I'd be dead if I was rich.
Because
I'd be dead in a year.
There's no way I could have that much disposable money and I owe gal money and gal
Bro, that's ridiculous.
How do I have someone?
Why would you owe anyone money?
I can't. Firstly, I can't owe no money for pum pum. That's
You make
definitely
10 million a year and you're in debt.
Yeah,
It make sense.
for pum pum.
For pum pum.
It's not even like you're in debt for a mortgage.
Pum Pum's free, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Pum
you're in
Pum's
debt
free.
for a mortgage or tax.
Pum Pum's free.
You're in debt for
Pum Pum is maybe in South everyone shuts Pum Pum. Where I'm from, Pum Pum's free, you know.
And fam,
Jadon, Pum Pum is free, my bro.
The richer I am, the easier it is for me to get pum pum without money. Are you mad? Do you think I'll be on 350 grand a week and
paying for pum pum?
I'm paying for pum pum. You must be mad.
Paying for Pum Pum.
Paying for pum pum. Are you paying for pum pum if you got a day job in Sainsbury's or Tesco? I understand it, but you're rich,
No, I don't man in Sainsbury's, Tesco that's getting one amount of Pum Pum.
No, but for sweetie pum pum, I get why they're paying. You could get
Okay,
sweetie.
okay,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
You don't really need to be paying.
But not on a credit card. Do you know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Not on a credit card, bro. Not on a Revolut thing. Do you know what I'm saying? You know the old school cancel the Uber when you're in the Uber and that. I try to cancel the Pum Pum while in the Pum Pum. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, giving it back shots and cancelling Monzo, closing the Monzo app and that.
Literally,
Man,
fam.
he's not serious, you know.
Bro, man's
Where's your
paying
parents,
for
bro?
the pum pum on a Deets card.
Your mum, dead or alive, your mum's disappointed in you, Star. Big man ting. Nah, bro.
Hey, fam, someone should have teach this guy some pum pum game, fam. You gotta understand I think this is like the 4th video we've done. These man them are not, bro.
You're more English than Jamaican for sure.
Facts.
Because the paying for pum pum thing is not that's not Jamaican culture.
And bro, we ain't paying for pum pum with we're rich.
No,
Happening, bro.
no.
Oh my days,
No,
bro.
I've seen homeless man in Jamaica make gal blush.
What do you mean? I know man them right now in Tottenham who are standing outside of a bookies with a red stripe and a half lit spliff in their ears with a wife going work. And I'm being dead honest. Literally, bro. Literally.
Pum pum, you know. You know who my dad is.
It's not even paid for it. You're in debt for it.
I might own it and rent it out. I might own it and rent it out.
Literally.
How am I renting it?
How are you getting passed around?
That doesn't make no sense. Gal just pass around your bank card. That doesn't make sense. You're in Dortmund. Where's the on loan? You're somewhere on loan. All this time you should have just been training and running. You've just been doing sprints,
Literally.
trying to play football.
My man's out here giving up his money, bro. These men are dumb, fam.
He's getting deets. He's getting deets. He's getting deets. His card's in Miami right now.
This is like the 4th video we've done.
There is a homeless man right now who don't work or shops a little bit of weed with shoulder length dreads. That's beating Sweetie right now, laughing with Sancho's card in his hand.
Probably
100%.
But I'm saying
I beat things with a next man's credit card. What are you talking about?
This is what I'm saying. How many videos are we doing like this? That's what we had to do one about the American football player as well. Bro, we keep doing these videos about these.
But the American football player at least married the gal. Like he married the gal and he shouldn't have because his contract was so big. But this is something else.
Yeah, fact.
This is like.
Yeah, Sancho is peak, fam. Man's like, that is so peak.
I told you, bro. When there's light skin youths called Jadon and Caden and Layden and them youths there, bro. Them man are always
when you
off
got
key.
Aiden in your name.
When you got Aiden and you're light skin, yeah, it's just you're off key, bro.
Facts.
You're off key, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Keisha Cole settings, blood. Just
Trust
off key.
me.
Last topic. This show's been long, but I don't care, innit? And Ketia and Hudson Odoi.
Oh, I forgot about this. Bro, how long is this?
It's gonna be like a 2-hour show.
How long have we been doing
I
it
don't
for?
know. I don't know. I'll check in a minute. We had a conversation the other day about black players not playing and representing England and they should represent their home nations.
Hey, what do you think they watched the video?
No. This is even worse. I'm rolling back my position a little bit. This is even worse. These men have contributed. These men like Jack Grealish in the treble season. These men have contributed nothing to Ghana qualifying for the World Cup, and now Ghana have qualified, and Ketia and Hudson Odoi want to go play for Ghana. Talk to me about this. Like, this is crazy, my bro.
I think this is worse.
That's way worse.
I think it's worse.
You haven't contributed to the actual qualification, but you want to be there at the tournament.
I think it's the fact that you tried the thing with England and he turned you back.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? Yeah. You know them man that are on the come up on the road?
Yeah.
Like, you got your baby mum on the come up.
Yeah.
And then your baby mum's held you down.
Yeah.
You turned your back on them when you got the money, and then you went on the Mason Greenwood thing, just tried to find a little white thing to, you know what I'm saying?
But it's worse.
And then once that didn't work out, you tried to go back to your baby mum. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah.
It seems like, bro, you've literally just tried to go. And the worst thing is probably Ghana will take them.
I've seen mixed reactions because some of the Ghana people are not happy. Some of them are not happy because I think they tried to get them before, and they said nah, like we'll play for England. And it's like cool. Eddie Nketiah is like the record goal scorer for England for like under 21s, under 23. So it seemed like he was going to go on that path. Then when he got to Arsenal, like first team, when he was our main striker, obviously he kind of died. He's gone to Palace. He's got a couple goals, but that was really his ceiling. He hit the ceiling. Hudson Odoi similar. There was a time when he was at Chelsea.
Yeah,
he was badding it up. He got the offer from Bayern.
And did he go Leverkusen?
He did, but before that, he got an offer from Bayern. That was a big opportunity because Bayern always win trophies. I think him or Chelsea said no at the time. It was the Lampard era.
Was he not in the Leverkusen team that won the league?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
No. He was at Nottingham Forest last year. That was like
two seasons ago. 2 seasons ago, he was at Leverkusen. I'm pretty sure he was in the Leverkusen team that won the league under Alonso. I could be wrong though.
I thought he was at He was there on a season-long loan. Let's see if that was the year that they won the league. I don't know if it was.
Probably, let's say it wasn't.
What year did they win it?
No, he wasn't.
Nah, I wasn't there. Yeah, I thought so. It was the season before.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was at Nottingham Forest at that time.
Cool.
So, yeah, like, again, they're two players that kind of missed the opportunity. They were up-and-coming players. They seemed like things were going to bang for them. It didn't quite bang. And then, like you say, they've stepped down, bro. I think that's disrespectful.
I agree.
In my opinion. Like, Ghana aren't going to win the World Cup. But imagine if they went on to win it and, like, these hanger-oners. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think if Ghana won it, I don't think it would matter who won it for them. But I just think it's the fact that they tried to get you playing for them before and you said no. Once you say no, you can't go back to them, bro.
It's like a big thing trying to chat to you before she loses weight in that, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Or a ting trying to chat to you before she goes and gets the boob job and the lip filler in that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And she comes back to you later and you're like, rah, like I might have missed the boat on that, blood.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Literally.
It's like Sancho trying to beat Sweetie before he was a football player. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
I don't know, but I still feel like...
The deal is, it tells me, we had a conversation about black players in England, whatever. It tells me that there's no emotional connection. That's what it is for me. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. When it comes to football club, man are mercenaries, innit? They play for... We love Saka. Realistically, if Real Madrid offered Saka 700 grand a week, Saka's got to go. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever crazy. You know, as much as we love you, we appreciate man of mercenaries, innit? It's short-term career. You got Gyal to trick on in Miami. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to make as much money as possible. Who knows when it's all going to end, innit? Yeah. I'm still loving Sancho's in a spiral, blood. He is spiraling, blood, but whatever. Let's get off of this topic. But, so I get that. But when it comes to the nation, and maybe we feel this way because we're Jamaican, we're very patriotic people. But there's got to be an emotional connection. And to have someone come and represent Grenada that has no emotional connection to Grenada, that makes me unhappy and uncomfortable.
I feel like it's also... You know what it is, yeah? It's like...
I feel like even Englishmen wouldn't want players playing for England if they felt that in their heart they really wanted to play for someone else.
There's a level of selfishness to it. So you don't want to play for Ghana. You just want to play in a World Cup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like... With playing for your club, you know what I'm saying? I understand it. But playing for your country, you're supposed to be playing for a sense of pride.
Yeah.
You're playing for your people.
Yeah.
Are you playing for your people if you didn't consider them your people in the first place?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You turned your back on those people.
Yeah.
Now, I understand, yeah, if they didn't try and reach out to you. Let's say in like, you know the players who play for Jamaica now, like Mikel Antonio and all of that. Jamaica didn't reach out to them before. Jamaica only reached out to them once England didn't want them. So they said, cool, I'll play for... But with Hudson-Odoi and Eddie Nketiah, Ghana reached out to you before. The fact that you turned them down is what makes it worse. Like, I can almost guarantee Jamaica didn't reach out to Greenwood before. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not going to. Because he's aligned for England. Yeah. It's not until, we ain't got no one else to play for us.
Once you got a white girl pregnant, they said, this is Jamaican.
Boy, what he done wasn't a Jamaican thing. That I don't know what that is. We ain't begging for front, bro.
Oh, no. I meant the other part, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
fair enough.
It's what it is, bro.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's a wrap on the show. Fuck knows how long we've been live for. It's been mad. It's actually been a bit crazy, but yeah, light skinned man, I got mental health issues still, blood. I'm saying AJ, Sancho, Ben Whittaker.
Let's rank them. Who?
Oh no. Ranking them in terms of what?
Ranking them in terms of who's got the most, like who's mentally the most tapped, who's gone.
Oh, Jadon. Jadon. Once you're light skinned, you name your youth Jadon, he's fucked.
Yeah, trust me.
You've set him up incorrect in life, bro.
Literally.
Then AJ, AJ is in the middle.
Because he's actually not even mixed race, you know.
I know, but he like once you take them kind of losses, you're mixed race now.
Who else was it?
AJ's kind of in the middle. Ben Whittaker and AJ might swap places at some point, but Ben Whittaker ain't been. So, Ben Whittaker dived out the ring instead of losing the fight. He dived out the ring. No, that's bad. I think that was worse. AJ would lose and then throw the belt out the ring.
So you're saying Jadon and Sancho's the worst?
Oh, Sancho's definitely the worst.
Yeah.
Sancho's card is going around the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Gala just buying bags on it and that.
But you know what probably happened?
I'm going to go on the Louis Vuitton website.
Probably declined. That's why she's saying.
For sure. Bro, Gala's swiping Jadon's card between their pum lips, hoping some money comes out of somewhere. Like, that's what's happening. Like, AJ in his prime had man rattled that he might have been beating their gal, and he wasn't even doing it. Literally. Do you remember? Like, Amir Khan was like, AJ's fucking my wife. AJ's like, bro, what? I definitely didn't do that. Like, AJ in his prime was goated. Like, now he's on a bit of a, like, his spiral's kind of understandable.
Facts.
Ben Whittaker just hasn't spiraled yet.
Yeah.
That's my ranking. Sancho is bargain basement level.
Literally,
do you know what I'm saying? And he's from South, so that's even worse. Do you know what I'm saying? Then AJ and then Whittaker. What about you?
Yeah, I probably have to agree still.
Yeah, the same level.
But yeah, love.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't cancel us.
Probably the longest episode we've ever done.
Don't cancel us, man. We're just here to tell the truth. It's just only the facts, man. Only the facts. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're live. We're live next week for Fabio Wardley versus Joseph Parker. And yeah, make sure that you lock in for that. Peace and love every time.